Hey guys, it's Stephen here. Let me just get a few technical things sorted out. Manchester City. One second.
Stephen here.
Oh, get my stream sorted. 1 second. I'm all over the place. But we're all very happy. I'll be happier when I get the comments on screen. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a second. I'm nearly done, and then we'll all be ready. And I wasn't really planning on this. I think I'm done. Hey guys, City have just beat UEFA. We've just beat UEFA. Little old Manchester City are absolutely massive. We have beat UEFA and we are not banned from the Champions League for 2 years. And the amount of piss that is boiling is... Oh, honestly, I am absolutely delighted right now. Hello to everyone. Already 476 viewers. I'm sorry, I've got to say now, basically, now my honest opinion of Manchester City, I think basically all football clubs at the highest level always often a tiny bit dodgy in fact that they all just kind of push the rules where they can. But I'm sorry, Manchester City are no different to anyone else, and I absolutely love that they can't accept that. I love that rival fans cannot accept that they can't accept that maybe Manchester City actually went to this appeal and maybe we stuck to those fucking shite rules anyway. Maybe, just maybe, Manchester City actually played by UEFA's own book. If you don't like the rules, then that's your problem entirely. If you think UEFA's rules are too vague, that's your problems entirely. But Manchester City actually stuck to those rules. They actually stuck to them. They played it fair and square. And UEFA are dodgy as fuck as well. I'm sorry, if you don't think UEFA are dodgy, then you're absolutely naive. You're so naive. Manchester City aren't perfect. We're not perfect. I think we can all probably admit that. The 10 million, Rob's just asked, what was the 10 million fine for? The 10 million fine was for a lack of cooperation. Basically, City was seen as a bit uncooperative. Basically, City didn't really get on well with UEFA and didn't talk to them that much. That was it. That was literally it. 10 million is it's the smallest of pinches. I can't even begin to exaggerate how big this is for Manchester City. And it's just so satisfying. Luke Limmy, best team in the land and all the world. Luke Limmy, you're absolutely spot on, pal. But this is massive. This is absolutely massive because what could have been an incredibly nerve-wracking situation, now it's a lot more, get my camera sorted, a lot more reassuring. I was genuinely nervous that we were just about to see Manchester City potentially lose some of their best players, potentially lose a lot. Thomas, Blue Moon, do you want UEFA? This is great. But basically, it's less than we paid for Delph, according to Flying Gazelle. It's about that. It's absolutely peanuts. I'm fucking delighted, absolutely delighted, because I was honestly nervous. I don't think City are perfect. Of course we don't. We don't have to pretend we are. But are we any worse than any other club? No, we are not. And it's great. And what I want to see Delaney, McKenna and all the sports watching groups, WhatsApp group right now. Oh, it'd be delightful. Drinking in that very salty tears. And City are here. Sing what song, Steve? I don't know what song I'm meant to be singing. I don't know. City going down with a billion in the bank. Come on from Japan. Come on from Japan, indeed. Jap 200. Oh, so good. JP 200. Blooming Rising. But this is huge. It's absolutely huge, dudes. And do you know what? Sorry, Arno, fair play to him. He said Manchester City have done nothing wrong, that we would come out and UEFA would be humbled. And they have been humbled. And I love it. And because, let's be honest as well, we all know that these rules only were ever brought in place to stop Manchester City. It's just actually true. We knew they were. And now City do spend a lot, and I can't deny we're very lucky on that front. But everyone's done it for years. And as soon as Manchester City did it, everyone had a problem with it. Of course they fucking had a problem with it. They don't like it when Manchester City do it. But now, look at all those comments, there's so many. Oliver Boyson, Khaldoon Masterclass. Please have him to beat United now. That would be a hell of a day, wouldn't it, Oliver? Khaldoon Masterclass. Yeah, seriously. Look at the comments, I've never seen anything like it. If you ate UEFA, clap your hands. Sheikh Mansour went to Spain in a Lamborghini. Went to Casa in a Lamborghini. Brought himself Banner Peel. Guardiola. I don't know what the song is. 4:56 in the morning in New York, someone there watching it. If you ate UEFA, clap your hands. Smashed it, let's win it this year and laugh. DC, Big Daddy, thank you very much, pal. Imagine Man City winning it now next year. I've gone so childish, by the way. I can't help but essentially jump in on people on Twitter a little bit. But it's kind of fun, I guess. 2 years I've been told Manchester City the worst club under the sun. But either way, we've won. And some people just can't take it. And I love it. But on a broader spectrum, what this means now, it means De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Edison, Raheem Sterling, Rodri, Laporte, all these players are staying. It means Guardiola. I'll tell you what now, and now it's a Guardiola contract extension. Imagine Imagine the fume from that. Oh, I want to tweet that actually. Okay. Oh, it's such a good day. Such a good day. I'm just loving the salt from everyone. I'm loving the salt, and I love the idea is, once again, I love the idea that people think UEFA are this like innocent, massive corporation that have been royally screwed over by little Manchester City, as if they're just so unfortunate. While Mary Gaming, yes boys, it's a beautiful day. It is indeed a beautiful day. As once, who sang that? You two once sang that, and we're gonna sing it now. It's a beautiful day. But I love the fact that people feel sorry for UEFA, that they actually genuinely think UEFA are innocent and adorable. Luke Lemieux, can't wait for songs of our lovely cynical fan base. Indeed. And this is why I was nervous I'm always going to be cynical until I know. But UEFA aren't. UEFA were saying they were going to ban Manchester City from the Champions League before they'd even started proceedings. They're dodgy as fuck. I'm sorry. Fuck them. Absolutely. I'm so tired of their bullshit. I'm so tired. You know what I'm so tired of as well? That Manchester City fans have to deal with this, that we have to deal with all the negativity, that we have to answer to it, that the journalists and fans of other teams can throw it at Manchester City and expect us to answer for our club. We don't, and we've got every right at the moment to celebrate this because it's just incredible. A lot of people, Barney Roney saying, rest in peace, financial fair play. UEFA basically tried to get Manchester City by not understanding their own rules. Financial fair play won't go anywhere. City aren't going to try and delete the world, they're not going to try and change it all. That's what they don't understand. They're absolutely overreacting, and they're all so hurt. The little boys are all so hurt, and it's incredible. They're all crying over it, and they can't take it. They don't like it. There's so many comments. I've never seen anything like it. It's like having a big channel. Mr. Merle, inject a Caldoon interview into my veins, Stephen. Up Stefan from 9320. Shit, Stefan, is that you? As in... Oh, no, Stefan, as in... Oh, Stefan, you got it, yeah. Stefan from 9320 called it. Yeah, definitely, mate. I can't wait for this Caldoon interview. Stefan called it. But basically, they tried to... Basically, City agreed with UEFA all those years ago of a certain time period, then essentially you can't go back. It's like a double jeopardy kind of rule. You can't go back and open those books once you've agreed. Once UEFA have written them off themselves and said that it was all good after the initial ban. And then UEFA tried to reopen their own case, which allegedly already closed, that they'd already decided it was fine. It was a hell of a leap. It was a stupid leap. It was a terrible leap. And it was, like, essentially, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Fair play to Cheeseman. Well, he got it right. I mean, you can't make allegations of dishonesty and concealment and then not back them up. That's what it all comes down to. They tried to have Manchester City, tried to say Manchester City weren't honest and that they were concealing things. City showed it all. They showed all the details, all the documents. I'm just basically trying to read on Twitter and keep up the latest update, because when I'm live here, I'm not seeing what's going on. But basically, they accused Manchester City of doing all these things, and maybe, just maybe, they didn't do them. We're looking through Twitter now. We'll see what's going on. It's great. Oh, it's absolutely great. There's so much fume. Absolutely so much fume. I wonder it. United are fifth. United are fifth. The Champions League. United are fifth. Indeed, Mark. No City. Sue UEFA for 10 million. Pay off the fine. Yeah. I don't think City will actually go UEFA. I don't think they'll want to start that. I think they'll just be like smug now and be like, it's okay, UEFA. We all make mistakes sometimes. I think they'll proper like. Why not Brighton vid? Matty Hollingsworth. I was incredibly hungover, to be honest. I ended up really drunk on Saturday night, very drunk, and yesterday I felt sick all day. I just didn't do anything. That was why there's no Brighton vid. Sorry, I didn't expect it to happen, but it happened, and I just could not face the world yesterday. And I think I was nervous about this as well. But it's happening. We're all good. Rohan goal. It's time barred, but doesn't mean you didn't cheat. And that's it doesn't mean we didn't cheat. It means that basically they tried to essentially change their perception of what they'd already ruled. Basically, if that makes sense. I don't know the full details and that kind of stuff, but I don't think City did anything. I think as well. I saw anyone know the guy? What's he called? He's a Swiss football expert, Swiss Ramblings guy, and he basically did analysis of Manchester City's sponsored revenue compared to other clubs who have like Juventus basically have like massive sponsorships from Jeep, which is part of Fiat, who own part of Juventus. Bayern have massive sponsorships from loads of investors in their groups, so like Adidas and Audi and all that kind of stuff. PSG have loads from other kind of sponsors. Basically, it turned out Manchester City's are kind of out just in line with all these other clubs who have these interesting sponsors as well. So what I'm saying is that if City were guilty of doing these things, so were the other teams entirely. City were no different to the rest of them. And that's what a lot of people are struggling. They're absolutely struggling with it. Oh, what a day. Absolutely, what a day. Some people have said there's now grounds for UEFA to go to the Swiss Federal Tribunal. They won't do that. They absolutely won't do that. They absolutely won't do it. This is the line. Manchester City did not disguise equity funding the sponsorships. That was it. That's the line. They didn't do it. You have to accept it. You all have to accept it. Alan's just asked a question about Koulibaly, but that's a good point, by the way, is that now we're going for Koulibaly and not some random guy. We can actually go for that. Alan, the point is I want Koulibaly, personally. Unrivaled boxing talker news. Thank you so much for the donation, pal. I've never had much doubt in being overturned. The process they use seemed to be more shady than what we were being banned for. I actually agree with that. That's the point people forgetting to mention, is that everyone presumed Manchester City were acting dodgy when UEFA weren't in the first place. UEFA literally were like, oh, we're going to ban them. They were briefing other clubs that they were going to be banned from the Champions League. They made up their mind before it even went in. They basically were using as well dodgy, hacked emails, which once again Manchester City were said were out of context, so therefore they don't show the full picture and all that kind of stuff. And you wait for it dodgy as anything as well. You've got to understand that. Oliver Boyson saying Oliver Boyson saying KDB contract extension incoming. Imagine that. Imagine. That'd be a great day if City announced all these things. You wait for the real clowns here. Cass can't be bribed. Rohan, exactly. You can't bribe Cass. They're legit, and they've decided. It's quite. You know what I find quite funny? If City had been banned and Cass had come up with that verdict, everyone would have been like, yeah, Cass have called it. Cass are fair. Don't argue with it. But now they've lost. They've lost. Basically, people are like, oh, well, Cass have obviously been bribed. It's funny. It's endearing. It's adorable. City are back. We never went anywhere, but an independent court found Manchester City were cleared. If you're going to prove Manchester City, you're going to claim Manchester City are dodgy, then you have to prove it. Nathan Gray, going to spend my day on Twitter reading the Butters tweets, Butters from South Park, Bitters tweets. Nathan, I'm probably going to do the same too. I've got so much to do today, but all I want to do is just talk about football, you guys, and absolutely drink it in. Drink it in. I swear down, you'll never see anything like this again. Calm down. City are still alive and all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donations. Are City going to go after whoever hacked them now? Nicola, I don't know. I thought you should be doing work, though. Love you. I have no idea. Probably. I mean, I think that guy's already been arrested because it's illegal hacking. I think he's already been arrested for actual legal charges away from football. I'm knackered. I'm absolutely exhausted. So much going on here. Absolutely so much going on. Joshy, I don't know if we'll be able to sue Der Spiegel. I mean, I think they've already been arrested. The leak has already been arrested on legal grounds anyway, so we're going to have to find out on that one. But this will change a lot. Manchester City's, I guarantee you now, by the way, City are going to spend big this summer. Unrivaled Boxing saying United fans saying fifth would be good enough is now looking hilarious. It is indeed looking hilarious. Oh, they had no idea, did they? They had no idea. They're still probably going to come third, by the way, United. They're just going to put it out there. They probably will, yeah. They're in good form. But I think this basically, we have to realise now that Manchester City are going to spend big this summer. We are going to set... we're gonna be arrogant in the transfer market. I think we're gonna spend big and go. You don't come near us. You don't come near us and leave us alone. And I love it because once again, I don't think City are perfect, but I don't think we're any different to the rest of them. I think football largely is a shady business. I think football is. I think we can accept that they're all moving money around. They're all doing it. But the idea that City were any worse than the rest of them was nonsense from the start. We're all breaking the rules that are allowed to be broken, basically, within reason, if that makes sense. And City have played it by the book. I'm sorry. If you try and get City on something that you've decided was also not their fault, that's on you guys. You have to have very sufficient proof, and they just didn't have that. And I'm sorry as well. The burden of responsibility is on the person making the accusations. You can't just say you've done this without actually having enough proof. So UEFA, fuck them. They have to have proof of this, and they didn't have enough proof. Also, by the way, if you're watching this, there's 900 people watching this. Bloody hell. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I want to see the subscribers absolutely fly up. Hit the subscribe button. I'll tell you how many subscribers we're on right now. Let me just double check on my my studio. I want 35,194. I need 6 more for that to go up to 35,200 aside. Do it. Sam Biani, now we should win it. Now we should win it to slap FIFA and their dogs like Bayern Munich. They'll have a heart attack. Imagine if we actually win it. Imagine if we actually win. Oh, if we win the Champions League after this. I even saw some more pictures of the home kit this morning, and I hated it. But now this happened, and I don't care anymore. Sam, once again, thank you very much, mate. I really, really appreciate. I massively appreciate the donations from everyone so far. You're all heroes. From Sam to Unrivaled Boxing, to Mr. Myrtle, to everyone. Mr. Myrtle then inject a Caldo interview into my veins. 100%. Also, give that like button a hit as well. I'm gonna start reading some of your comments. Some more comments going on. City's brilliant news. City's brilliant news. Let's go now all the way. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? A lot of people just saying screw UEFA. A lot of just people. Mario Nunes saying fuck it, let's go after Messi. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Oh, it would be absolutely wonderful. Stuart Saberton, New Zealand. What dollars is it? Great news celebrating down here in Auckland, New Zealand. Stuart, can Nicole and I come to New Zealand to celebrate with you, pal? Thank you very much, Stuart. You're a hero. Auckland, oh man, you're watching in Auckland. What a place! What a beautiful place. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you loads. Oh, there we go. We got the subscribers up. Good lad. Good lads. Good ladies and gentlemen. Good everyone. Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. I'd love nothing more than for us to enter next season as the defending champions of the Champions League. Big kick in the teeth. Unrivaled. That would just be the sweetest of moments, wouldn't it? Manchester City rocking up. Caldoon sat there with shades on, looking dead relaxed. Guardiola. They're all there in the D-squared suits, just rolling up next season. Absolutely owning it. Oh, it would just be beautiful. I'm sorry, we deserve this. We absolutely deserve this as City fans. We've had so much shit to deal with over the years. Shrinath 19, Champions League, ole, ole, ole. Oh, indeed, pal. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. We won the ban. Did we win the ban? We won the appeal. Thank you very much, pal. But sorry, but it's so annoying watching Manchester City fans have to deal with accusations of being cheaters and all that kind of stuff. And people just cannot take it. They cannot take it that quite possibly, actually, our club is any different to yours. Maybe, just maybe, our club isn't actually any different to yours. Oh, look at that salty little guy. You say everyone is cheating and yet Sheffield and Wolves aren't. How do you know that? How do you know their owners aren't a little bit dodgy? I think the millionaires are dodgy, mate. I'm sorry, accept it. Millionaires avoid tax. Millionaires underpay people where they can. Millionaires do these things. He says Caldew is 100% a terrorist. I don't think he's directly a terrorist. I agree that there's some questionable issues with some owners for the rise of some of the owners. But I'm sorry, but the idea that City are worse than anyone else investing in football, it's nonsense. Don't be so naive. The only problem you guys, you're thinking that your owners, whoever you support, are humble and nice and wonderful, and everything is paved in gold and delightful and innocent. It isn't. It isn't. True Geordie and that Losfeld are going to be proper shitty. They are indeed, pal. They're going to be all gutted. Absolutely gutted. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Rival fans rattled. What a time to be alive. Manchester City are innocent. And you have to accept that. The fine is for the corporation. Who cares? Who cares about the corporation? I'm reading some tweets. I'm sorry, by the way. The best person to follow on Twitter by this is a City fan called Stefan. SLBSN on Twitter. He absolutely knows his shit. He's a lawyer and he knows so much stuff. And he's been saying constantly from early on that we'd be alright with this. Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. Thank you very much, mate. You've been very, very kind. Any thoughts on who we might go for? Koulibaly, I reckon, is a guarantee. I've got still feeling City might still go in for Houssam Aouar. And then after that, maybe a winger. Maybe we will go for Ferran Torres. Maybe a left back as well. Maybe Chilwell or Lucas Digne or something like that. I think there'll be a few signings. We're going to sign a bunch of young players as well. There'll be like that Almada guy coming in from Argentina. There'll be loads of young players coming in. I can't believe, by the way, how many people are watching this. 1,000 concurrent viewers, basically. Insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, in terms of signings, we'll have Koulibaly, maybe another centre-back, maybe that young Monaco lad. Then there'll be a winger, Torres or Bailey. Then there'll be a left-back probably. Maybe a striker, who knows. Either way, rest in peace, FFP trending in the UK. Do you imagine the booing next season for the Champions League? I'm gutted that we can't be booing the Champions League. Just imagine the size of the boos. It would be absolutely phenomenal. Guys, this is a good time. I bet we all feel good. Time for Foden to fill the boots of silver. Indeed, Shriniath. And he will do. He will do. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful times. This is just great news. Great news. Manchester City. I love this club. I absolutely love it. I'm probably going to do a proper reaction as well in a bit, like a bit more calm one. Tell her, Seven, thank you very much for the £1. What a hero. Thank you so much. I'm sure you're delighted. Is that a little kind of troll meme in the picture as well? Oh, wonderful times. This is great. Absolutely great. The booing will be glorious. It's a shame that we won't be in the ground to boo him. What a moment. It's been absolutely emotional. I'm going to go and make 40k tweets on City and trending on Twitter. We are fucking massive. It's huge. It's an absolutely huge moment. Guys, I'm going to go and make a proper video now and crack on. But I'll see you in a bit. It's been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. Love you all loads. In a bit. Thank you for everyone who's got involved. All the donations and support. You're absolute heroes. I love you all. In a bit. It's amazing. See you later, guys.